Good morning, everyone. May I ask Dave Pabiliaran for the prayer before we start?
All stand up. Let's put ourselves to the presence of God. Heavenly Father, we thank you for gathering us here today as we firmly begin the pre-bid conference. We ask for guidance and wisdom. Continue to grant us fairness, honesty, and clarity in all our decisions. May everything we do today be transparent, orderly, and in the best interest of the public. We entrust these activities to you, our Lord. Amen.
Thank you, Dave. Good morning, everyone. On behalf of the Bids and Awards Committee, I would like to welcome all prospective bidders, members of the BAC, Technical Working Group, Secretariat, and other participants of this pre-bid conference. I am Myrid E. Palmes, Vice Chairperson of the Bids and Awards Committee, and I will be presiding over today's pre-bid conference in behalf of our BAC Chairperson, Engineer Sarah Jane B. Lagrama. So before we start, may I ask the Secretariat for the roll call of attendees?
Yes, good morning, everyone. We have our Vice Chairperson, Engineer Palmes, through Zoom. We have our back members, Engineer Rosmendo Bungukan, Engineer ICB Ega, Engineer Marcel Balde,
Present.
TWG members, Engineer Catherine Butihin, Mrs. Loshamay Manggubat, Engineer Makabata, Mr. Dennis De Pavillaran, Back Secretariat, Engineer Fernandez, Mrs. Dahan, and yours truly, Omar G. Delisay. We have also have our planning personnel, Engineer Maiza, Engineer Madale, Engineer Villafranca, Engineer Daganasan, Engineer De La Cruz, Engineer Torion, Engineer Gamboa, Engineer Villaneso, Engineer Macas, Engineer Daos, and Engineer Sulapan. And we have a Zoom observer from Barangay Cabuluhan. Sir, please identify yourself, please.
Punong Barangay, Charlie Castellanes sa Barangay Kapuluan.
Okay, thank you, sir. Madam Vice Chairperson, we have 4 back members present. Sige pa. Madam Vice Chair.
Hello? Sorry for the inconvenience. Wala kayo signal. With the presence of 4 BAC members out of 7, I now declare this pre-bid conference in quorum. So for our agenda this morning, may I ask the planning and design engineer to present the projects to be discussed for today's pre-bid conference.
Lagi. Tingnan lang, sir.
Excuse me, Madam Chair, may I read the projects to be discussed this afternoon for record purposes? Okay, so before we'll
Proceed,
proceed with
ma'am.
the planning personnel, we will be having our pre-bid on the following projects. We have 26 KA 58. I will just name the project numbers to save time. So it is found anyway in the screen. We have 26 KA 0064. Both projects are rebidding. Third one, we have 26 KA 0073. Then 26 KA 0074, 26 KA 0079, 26 KA 0080, 26 KA 0081, 26 KA 0082, 26 KA 0083, 26 KA 0084, and the 11th one we have 26 KA 0085. So the project descriptions or the contract name will be named as these projects are presented by the planning personnel. Thank you, Madam. So we will start, may I ask the planning, how will they present the projects according to the list or according to the kind of projects. So they will be presenting according to the unit. So I think this will not be according to the numbers as presented. So may I request that as you present your project, please, not only the contract numbers be mentioned, but the number as it is listed on the invitation. So for this one, we will start with, so Imbayusi projects, that is project number 2. So that we will be guided as, so it's 64, the second one on our list. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. So I'll be presenting one MVUC project for 2026. So we have 26KA0064, installation application of road safety facilities, roadway lighting, off-carriageway improvement along Sayre Highway, 1482 to 1482 plus 353.08. This is located at Barangay Poblacion, Impasug-ong, Bukidnon, with an appropriation of 9,192,000. Shown is the project location. And for the project details, the project duration is 145 calendar days with a project length 0.35308 kilometer and a PCMA target of 18 units. The scope of work for this project is installation of 18 pieces, 9-meter pole, single-arm solar LED roadway lighting, 125 wattage, on outer lane with staggered arrangement, and also installation of solar pavement studs and upgrading of existing canal. So the major category of work is construction of road safety system or solar LED street lights and signalization. So shown is the bill of quantities for this project. And these are the approved POW and DED plan. So these are the kanang breakdown of the project. So ang drainage, natay drainage ani nga kanang i-include, which is masulod siya sa off-carriageway improvement. Nasa 26.92% sa ato ang total sa project. And shown are the quantities in pay items involved for this project. And this is the typical roadway section. Shown are the minimum equipment requirement, the minimum key personnel, and the other requirements for this specific project. And that would be all for this. Yes, ma'am.
Kinalang ko'y question, dili na sa kuan no approach ay sa atugan.
Sa atugan, ma'am. Yes.
Yes. Ta pwede mo tanaw ato imuhang kanal kay na naman gud na existing kanal din ha.
Yes.
Both sides and tanaw daw ko sa imuhang kanal nga gina-propose.
Murag wala ra ba niya gi-reflect diri, ma'am? Actually,
Kung sa kana nga kuan, I don't know kung mas dako na siya or
kuan gid siya, ma'am, sa iya manggong quantity is na i-remove gid siya, ma'am. I-remove. Pero dili ko sure, ato na ning istoryahan kuan kay Di ko sure if kanang entire length ba gyud kay iyara pong gipaiguan since ang priority man gyud ani ang major work is ang roadway lighting. So,
And sa pagkakaroon man gud dito is nagnanabe na I don't know na ha, pero kuan kay from Tulay to gikan na namong station sa C3 na ako kanang nay mga tao da gabantay. Na namong gud ay suga pod. Pero kana lang pod siguro 82 to Tulay murag kana murag di ko sure kung naa ba pero murag naa. Ipadkuan lang nako kay ang inyong kanal lang gi-propose da dili klaro unsa kadako kay ang existing kanal dito karon daw na siya damage dako gid siya. Kung ato to siyang i-remove, i-replace nato niya mas gamay, di lang sa siguro.
i-verify lang.
I-verify na.
Lang ipakuan, ma'am ha.
Sige.
I-reach out ang designer, ma'am.
Ah, sige, paduol lang po din sa kuha if ever. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. This is noted.
Nag-repair siya ko na pag-unang. Ito ko na to si Tupit. Nag-repair ko ng kanal sa left side. Problema na nila sa iyo.
Naparo pa ay bako po magmundo man ako nga nagpabuho si sir nga wala i-update yan ang soldier na ako magmundo man ako dito din po. Pwede ba ma-change? Oo. Sakto dito ra gid sa
Nakatabok dito sa tulay. Ikaw ko ang need dito sa hal. Karon ko sa pagkakataon sa
MMB na trabaho di gang wapo ng trabaho. Sayang ba?
Good morning, everyone. I will present to you the project for water system project for City of Malaybalay, titled Construction of Water System Level 3, Barangay Imbayao, Malaybalay City, Bukidnon. The location of the project, Barangay Imbayao, Malaybalay City, with appropriation of 75 million and ABC of 74,255,059 and 93 cents, and total duration of the project 290 calendar days. So the scope of works for the project, construction of 1,000 cubic steel ground reservoir with office building and perimeter fencing for the locations of for units ni siya, Barangay Lagitas, Barangay Aglayan, Barangay Cabangahan, and Barangay Linabo. And construction of catchment structure with filtration facility in Sinuracan Creek at Barangay Managok, Malaybalay City. With a napod siya hybrid solar power system for every building, installation of solar panels and other electric devices and accessories. And plumbing works, installation of old valves and fittings and pipe laying of 6 inches diameter, HDPE pipe SDR 11. So this is the one perspective of the project. The 500 square perimeter fence with building and reservoir. Then catchment structure at Sinuracan Creek, Barangay Managok, Malaybalay City. And for the proposed location at Barangay Aglayan, Barangay Cabangahan, and the Sinuracan Creek at Barangay Managok, Malaybalay City. So that's all.
Thank you. Are there any more questions or clarifications for this project? So if there is none, let us proceed with the next project.
So good morning, everyone. I will be presenting slope protection project for 2026. So nasa contract ID nga 26KA0082. So yung project name is Rehabilitation Reconstruction of Roads with Slip, Slope Collapse and Landslide along Kapalong, Talaingon, Valencia, Bukidnon Road. So kini nga project is divided siya into 3 sections. So first section is at station 1573 plus 872 to 1573 plus 960. Second station is at station 1574 plus 325 to 1574 plus 352. And the last station is 1575 plus 364 to 1575 plus 523. So location niya is Barangay Mabuhay, San Fernando, Bukidnon, with an appropriation of 92,941,000 and an ABC of 89,688,060 and 79 centavos. So it has a duration of 315 calendar days and source of fund niya is GAA 2026. So proposed location sa tong section 1. And geotag photos sa tong section 1. Next is ato ang proposed location sa section 2. And ang iyahang geotag photos. Then proposed location sa section 3 and geotag photos sa section 3. So iyang scope of works is construction of mechanically stabilized earth, MSE wall, construction of concrete revetment, construction of concrete canal, reblocking of PCCP 3.35 wide lane, outer lane with 0.2 thick sa base course, construction of paved shoulder 1.5 wide lane, installation of steel sheet piles Z-type, extension of existing 3x3 RCBC, installation of erosion control mat, installation of geobag, installation of guardrails and metal end piece, bull nose, hydro seeding, and provision of pavement markings. So shown is the typical roadway section of section 1. So it is a combination of MSE wall and lower part niya is concrete revetment since ang atuang project is gakaigo siya sa tubig which is nagsubay siya sa Tigwa River. So ubos pod sa atuang concrete revetment is na siya steel sheet pile nga Z-type. So sa atong section 2 is typical lang siya nga MSE wall nga na siya isa ka berm and ang ilalon niya is granular backfill lang. And ang atong section 3 is MSE wall siya sa kilid, then ang ilalom sa atong PCCP is gibutangan nato siya og reinforcement nga geotextile since mag-reblock ta sa entire niya nga dalan. So kini siya is ang profile sa atong reblocking. So ang nahitabo sa site sa Mabuhay is ang iyahang concrete karon is ang iyahang lowest point is nasa tunga. So nag-cost siya og settlement sa ato ang PCCP kay ang tubig gapundo siya sa tunga. So niagi siya sa ilalom and nag-cost siya sa pagumok sa yuta sa ilalom. So kini atong section 3 which is na siya MSC sa ilalom mo ni siya atong ibutang diri sa lowest portion sa ato ang dalan. So ang final grade nato sa atong dalan is paubos na siya padulong sa cross drain. So ang gikuha nato ang problem nga gapundo ang iyang tubig sa tunga. So more than ni atong traffic management plan. So atong gigamit is part lane closure, 2-lane two-way roadway, high speed nga long term. And mo ni siya atong major scope of works. So nabilong siya sa RCSPS, and similar major categories of work is sa flood control which is FCSPS. So mo ni siya atong key personnel, 1 project manager, 1 project engineer, 1 foreman, 1 safety practitioner nga full-time, 1 health personnel, 4 skilled worker, 12 unskilled worker, and 6 traffic controller. Kay consist man siya of 3 sections. And atong equipment requirements, so apil na diya ato ang survey equipment and minimum material testing laboratory equipment. So isa siya ka set. And mo ni siya ang atong approved plan. And ang ato ang bill of quantity, so ubay-ubay siya, so kay maklaro kay gagmay. And ato ang Annex A, certificate of validation. And sa ato ang Annex B, nagamit og second semester na CMPD sa 2025. And that would be all. Thank you.
Nalang ko question. Sa section 3 ba, sa Mabuhay man ano kadto man ang ni anak gyud. Naa ba tay cross drain din ha? Kay kanang part man gud nga na slow protection din ha, namam pud nay kanal. Kana siya nga kanal, man gud gid nay gawasan kay anak man na.
Yes ma'am. So
Siya.
mo ni ang atong ipakita sa profile kanang broken line mo na siya ang existing ato karon nga dalan. So kanada yung line sa babaw mo na nato ang pagkahuman sa project mo na nato ang top sa atong PCCP. So unahan ana na cross drain, so dito na ko gipadagan ang kanal which is naon pud siya existing kanal dito. Kay upon validation pud namo ang first namo nga proposal is magbutang na lang mi og cross drain diha sa katong nagkuan. Then ang main nun pod nga issue sa kapitan kay ang tubig daw dito kapadulong sa ilang barangay hall. So if magbutang tag cross drain, dili na to ma-solve ang ilang issue.
So by that, ma-change pud na to ang ato ang elevation sa tong kanal para mas
Change pod ang elevation sa kanal. Sabay siya sa pag-change sa elevation sa dalan, ma'am.
Sige, thank you.
Thank you. Are there any more questions and clarifications? So if there is none, let us proceed with the fourth project.
Madam Vice Chair, may I have a concern? Since we have guests from Cabanglasan, may we request that the projects that they are attending to will be first prioritized? Will it be good for the representative from Kabuluhan? So the project, I think, is 26 KA 0080, the Evacation Center, Purok 5. Sir,
Thank you,
Hello,
ma'am.
sir. Good morning.
Madam
Okay,
Vice
ma'am.
Chair. Okay.
Proceed, ma'am. Proceed.
So the next to be presented would be the said project. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Engineer Christine Litorion. I'm going to present the project number 6, project ID PO P01037464MN. Contract name is Construction of Multipurpose Building Evacuation Center, Purok 5, Barangay Kabuluhan, Cabanglasan, Bukidnon. The location of this project is at Purok 5, Barangay Kabuluhan, Cabanglasan, Bukidnon. The description of works to be done, other general requirements, 4%, general earthworks, 3.8%, plain and reinforcement concrete works, 30.3%, buildings, finishing and civil works, 46%, electrical, 12%, mechanical, 4%, total of 100%. The location of this proposed project dito na kung nasa. The appropriation of this project is 10 million. The ABC is 9,899,184.29. The project duration of this project is 180 calendar days. Source of fund, Government of the Philippines. Ownership, tax declaration. Category of work, this is the perspective of this project. The ground floor plan. Second floor plan. Front elevation. Right side elevation. Scope of work. Structure, excavation, fabrication and installation of formworks and false works, laying of embankment and gravel fill, construction of reinforcement concrete structures such as footing, beams, columns, and slab on fill, CHB laying and plastering, installation of metal structures, rafter, purlins, fascia frame with metal structures, accessories such as bolts and rods, turnbuckle, sagrods, and cross bracing, installation of rib type roofing, long span above 0.427 mm with gutters and flashing, installation of ceiling works, fiber cement on metal frame, painting works and masonry or concrete, wood, and all steel surfaces. Fabrication and installation of doors, aluminum frame, glass door swing type, flash, wood panel, and PVC, and windows, aluminum glass, sliding, awning, and fixed type, installation of railings, supply and installation of finishing hardware, laying of floor and wall finishes, including glazed and unglazed tiles, laying of pipe for waste and water line, laying of pipes and fitting for water line system, supply and installation of plumbing fixtures, electrical works, mechanical works, application of soil poisoning, chemical prior to concrete pouring of slab on fill, grade beams, footing, and building perimeter after building is complete. Equipment. One bagger mixer, one bar cutter, 25 mm maximum rebar diameter, grade 40, single phase, one bar bender, 25 mm maximum rebar diameter, three phase, one welding materials, gas or diesel driven, 500 AMP, one cutting outfit, one dump truck, all models, 12 CUI, 12 cubic yard, one K personnel, project engineer, one materials engineer, one project manager, one professional electrical engineer, one professional mechanical engineer, one registered master plumber, one foreman, one safety practitioner or officer, full-time, one health personnel, full-time, one mason, five steelman, three carpenter, three painter, three welder, three electrician, one. Annex A, Annex B, that's all. Thank you.
Thank you. Are there any clarifications or questions from our barangay officials?
No more po. Salamat po.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Okay, let's proceed with the next project.
Mic test. Okay. So, good morning, everyone. I'll be presenting you one project from the building unit, which is from the city of Malaybalay. So, this is number 1 sa ato ang list project sa list sa atong projects. So, construction of technical education and skills development authority, TESDA building, Barangay Sumpong, Malaybalay City, Bukidnon. So, construction of multi-purpose, it is a construction of multi-purpose building located in Barangay Sumpong, Malaybalay City, Bukidnon. So, source of fund, GAA 2026, and with an appropriation of 30 million pesos, it has an approved budget for contract of 29,699,967.13 centavos. Project duration, 295 calendar days. Category of work, BICWOPLC. And its similar major category of work is BICWPLCDP. So, next. So, these are the description of works to be done with their respective percentages for the project. So, scope of work, structure excavation of footing and wall footing, fabrication and installation of formworks and false works, laying of embankment from excavation and barrow and gravel fill, construction of reinforced concrete structures such as footing, wall footing, beams, columns, and slab on grade, sage belaying and plastering for exterior, interior, and partition walls, installation of metal structures such as metal columns, trusses, purlins, and fascia frame with metal structure accessories such as steel plates with bolts and sag rods, turnbuckle and cross bracing, installation of rib-type roofing, installation of ceiling works, painting works, masonry, wood, and all steel surfaces, fabrication and installation of doors, aluminum windows, and stainless steel railings, installation of finishing hardware, laying of floor and wall finishes such as glazed and unglazed tiles, laying of pipes for waste and sewer line, laying of pipes and fittings for water line system, supply and installation of plumbing fixtures, electrical works, mechanical works, and lastly, application of soil poisoning chemical prior to concrete pouring of slab on grade, tie beam, wall footing, and building perimeter after building is complete. So next. So this is the floor plan. First is ang basement. And then next is the ground floor. Next is the second floor, and lastly ang roof deck niya. So these are the bill of quantities with their respective quantities. Yeah. So ako lang i-run through. Equipment. So one bagger mixer, bar cutter, bar bender, welding machine, cutting outfit, dump truck, cargo service truck, backhoe, plate compactor, air compressor, truck mounted crane, and minimal material testing laboratory equipment. So these are the key personnel: project manager, project engineer, materials engineer, registered electrical engineer, registered mechanical engineer, registered master plumber, foreman, safety practitioner slash officer, health personnel, mason, steelman, carpenter, painter, welder, plumber, and lastly, electrician. So that's all for Barangay Sumpong. Are there any questions? If there's none, let's proceed sa next project.
Proceeding to the next project, we have here the number 3 on the list from the municipality of Impasug-ong, Bukidnon. This is the construction of multipurpose building, Communal Ranch, Impasug-ong, Bukidnon. Remarks, construction of new building with a source of fund is GAA 2026 with an appropriation amount of 30 million pesos. The ABC amount is 29,699,411.68 pesos with a contract duration of 270 calendar days. The following is the major category of work as presented. So proof of ownership is si Communal Ranch is naa siya'y MOA. So nakasecure ta as presented. The certificate of validation. Also presenting here the certification of the utilization of the latest CMPD labor rates and the ASL rates. So description of works to be done. So pinakadako nga ato ang lihokon sa atong project is the reinforced concrete, the part D, which composed of 42%. Next is the finishing and other civil works, the 39%. And the electrical works, 14%, and the mechanical works, earthworks, 3%, mechanical and other general requirements with 1%, with a total of 100%. So the scope of works are the following: structure excavation of wall footing, grade beams, tie beams, and excavation of septic tank and catch basins. Placement and compaction of embankment from structure excavation and gravel fill. Construction of the reinforced concrete, the application of the soil poisoning treatment prior to the concrete pouring and upon project completion, CHB laying and plastering of walls for partition walls, installation of doors and windows, fabrication and installation of railings, installation of fiber cement board for ceilings, installation of pre-painted metal ceiling panels or the PVC on metal framing, fabrication and installation of fascia board, installation of floor finishes, the glazed and unglazed tiles, Installation of decorative stone finishes. J, painting works. We have here the wood surfaces, the masonry or the cement finishes, and all steel and metal components. Next, we have here our finishing hardwares. The fabrication of roof framing and roofing works, the plumbing works, electrical works, and lastly, the mechanical works. So a quick run through for the BOQ or the bill of quantities for the project presented. Equipments, we have one bagger mixer, bar cutter 25 mm maximum rebar diameter, single phase. Bar bender, the welding machine, cutting outfit, dump truck, all models. Cargo/service truck, backhoe, tandem steel roller, and the minimum material testing laboratory requirement. The key personnels, we have here the registered electrical engineer, registered mechanical engineer, registered electronic communication engineer, registered master plumber, the project manager, materials engineer, the foreman, safety practitioner or officer full-time, the health personnel full-time, 1, mason 5, steelman 3, carpenter 3, welder 3, plumber 1, and electrician 1. So this is the perspective for the Communal Ranch project. So geotag or the location of the project. So the approved plan and the approved POW. We also have here the floor plan. The front and the left side elevations, the ceiling plan, and that would be all. If are there any questions related to the project, we can direct it to the one who programmed it with, she is also here with us right now. If there are non-clarifications or questions, we will proceed to the next project. The next project that we will be presenting is at Lovers Lane, which is also in Impasug-ong Bukidnon. So this project is number 10 on the list provided. So from the municipality of Impasug-ong, we have construction of multi-purpose building, Purok 2, Barangay Poblacion, Impasug-ong Bukidnon, with the following coordinates. Remarks, it is a construction of one-story building with roof deck located at Purok 2, Barangay Poblacion, Impasug-ong Bukidnon. Source of fund, GAA, with an appropriation amount of 25 million pesos. With an ABC amount of 24,773,737.78 pesos. Project duration is 210 calendar days. Row acquisition or ownership, since naapay nakapuyo dito sa lot nga ato ang tukuran, and doon naka-secure taog ang ato ang parcellary plan. However, it is also subjected to joint survey with the barangay, the DPWH, and Mr. Birol, who is also occupying at the land as of the moment. So the tentative schedule for this joint survey validation is karong Tuesday next week. So category of work is construction without piles, low-rise concrete frame. Description of works to be done. The major works is nakita siya sa finishing and other civil works, which garners the 48%. Next is the reinforced concrete, 37%, and earthwork and electrical works, which garners 6%, and other general requirements, along with the mechanical works, 1%, with a total of 100%. Scope of work, we have removal of structure and obstruction, structure excavation of footing and wall footing, fabrication and installation of formworks and false work, laying of embankment from excavation and gravel fill, construction of reinforced concrete structures such as footing, wall footing, beams, columns, lintel beams, and slab on grade. CHB, laying and plastering, installation of ceiling works, fiber cement on metal frame, painting works for masonry and all steel surfaces, fabrication and installation of glass railings, installation of finishing hardware, laying of floor and wall finishes, the glazed and unglazed tiles, laying of pipes for the waste and sewer line, laying of pipes and fittings for the water line system, supply installation of plumbing fixtures, the electrical works, mechanical works, and lastly, the application of soil poisoning chemical prior to the concrete pouring of slab on grade, tie beam, wall footing, and building perimeter after the building is complete. So this is the perspective for our Lovers Lane project. Showing you also the floor plan. And the roof deck plan. Running through the BOQ, or the bill of quantities. The equipment, we have one bagger mixer, dump truck, air compressor, welding machine, bar cutter, bar bender, transit mixer, and concrete vibrator. Key personnel, registered electrical engineer, registered mechanical engineer, registered electronic communication engineer, registered master plumber, foreman, safety, practitioner / officer full-time, health personnel full-time 1, mason 5, steelman, carpenter, painter, welder 3, electrician 1. Geotag photo at the site. Babahagon.
Good morning. We have project number 4 from the Municipality of Lantapan. Project ID P01037984MN. Construction of multipurpose academic building, Bukidnon State University, Lantapan Satellite Campus, Sitio, Babahagon. Location is Barangay Poblacion, Lantapan, Bukidnon. We have the description of works to be done. Other general requirements, 3%. We have earthwork, 4%. Reinforced concrete, 37%. For buildings, Division 2, finishings and other civil works, 40%. Electrical, 11%. Mechanical, 2%. And then flood and river control drainage 2%. This is the geotag photos. So atbang ni siya sa katong existing academic building nila. Appropriation of 20 million pesos and ABC of 19,997,366 pesos and 71 centavos. Project duration of 294 calendar days. Source of fund, Government of the Philippines. For the ownership, they have the deed of donation. And then the BOQ. For the scope of work, structure excavation of construction of multipurpose building, structure excavation of footing and wall footing, fabrication and installation of formworks and post works, laying of embankment from excavation on borrow and gravel fill, construction of reinforced concrete structures such as footing, wall footing, beams, columns, and slab on grade, CHB laying and plastering for exterior, interior, and partition walls, and then installation of metal structures, trusses, purlins, and fascia frame with metal structure accessories such as steel plates with boss and sag rods, turnbuckle, and cross bracing. Installation of rib type roofing, long span above 0.427 mm. Installation of ceiling works, fiber cement on metal frame, painting works on concrete or masonry and steel surfaces, fabrication and installation of steel doors and frames, aluminum glass windows, railings, and stone masonry. And then installation of metal deck panels, laying of wall finishes, cement plaster finish, laying of pipes for waste and sewer line, laying of pipes and fittings for water line system, supply and installation of plumbing fixtures, electrical works including conduit works, installation of wires and wiring devices, installation of panel board with main and branch breakers, solar panel with inverter, battery, and other devices, installation of lighting fixtures and grounding system. And then mechanical works, including oscillating fan, ceiling fans, exhaust fan, ceiling cassette, fire extinguisher, 4.45 kilogram ABC with bracket, and fire alarm system. And then mo ni siyang itsura sa ato ang academic building. And then the floor plan. We have the elevations. Then we have the equipments. One bagger mixer, bar cutter, bar bender, welding machine, cutting outfit, dump truck, cargo or service truck, backhoe, and then tandem steel roller. And then we have the key personnel, project engineer 1, materials engineer 1, project manager 1, professional electrical engineer 1, mechanical engineer 1, master plumber 1, foreman 1, safety practitioner officer, full-time 1, health personnel, full-time 1, mason 5, steelman 3, carpenter 3, painter 3, welder 3, plumber 1, and then electrician 1. I think that's all for Babahagon.
Once again, good morning, everyone, especially to our members of Beats and Awards Committee. It is point of juncture. I'm gonna present to you the contract ID 26KA0081. This is the project number 7 from the city of Malaybalay. The project ID is P01037433MN. This is the construction completion of multipurpose building of Bukidnon State University College of Law, located at Purok 6, Barangay Kasisa, Malaybalay City, Bukidnon. And shown is description of works to be done. Other general requirements, 2%. Earthworks, 0.06. Reinforced concrete, 2%. Finishing other civil works, 61%. Mechanical, 36%. A total of 100%. So these were the geotag photos. So the appropriation amount for this specific project is 30 million pesos. The ABC is 29,699,933 pesos and 18 cents. The project duration is 250 calendar days. The source of fund, GAA 2026, and the ownership is land title. The category of work is VIC building completion. Shown is the BOQ. The scope of works, structure excavation for septic vault installation, fabrication and installation of reinforcing bars, grade 60, formworks and false works for septic vault installation, laying of embankment and gravel fill for septic vault installation, construction of reinforced concrete structure for septic vault installation, CHB laying and plastering. Installation of ceiling works, fiber cement on metal frame, painting of works of masonry, woods, and all steel surfaces. Fabrication of installation of doors, flash and wood panel and windows, aluminum glass, awning, and fixed type. Installation of finishing hardware such as 4x4 heavy-duty hinges, quickset doorknobs, and installation of railings, laying of floor and wall finishes such as glaze and glaze tile and brick cladding. Installation of finishing hardware such as stair nosings, toilet cubicle partition, and accessories. Supply and installation of plumbing fixtures. Mechanical works, air conditioning package split type, automatic fire sprinkler system, water tanks, which is stainless, and electric elevator with a capacity of 500 kilogram to 1,000 kilogram. And this is the perspective of the project. And the following is the floor plans. Ground floor, second floor, third floor, and roof deck. The equipment were one bagger mixer, dump truck, air compressor, bar cutter, and bar bender. The key personnel is professional mechanical engineer, registered master plumber, project manager, project engineer, materials engineer, foreman, safety practitioner, health personnel, mason 5, steelman 3, carpenter 3, painter 3, welder 3, plumber 1. And that would be all for the project of Bukidnon College of Law. If there's any questions and clarifications. If there's none, let's proceed to the next project.
Good morning, everyone. I will be presenting the ninth contract listed on the procurement pre-bidding conference for today. So the contract ID is 26KA0083. The project ID is PO10-55080MN. This contract is named Construction of Multipurpose Building, Barangay Aglayan, Malaybalay City, Bukidnon, and is located at Barangay Aglayan, Malaybalay City, Bukidnon. The description of works to be done for this project is listed as seen on the screen. So this is the location of the project. The appropriation for this project is 10 million and the ABC is 9,900,132 pesos and 56 centavos. The project duration is 210 calendar days and is funded by the government of the Philippines. The row acquisition or ownership of this project is land title and the category of work is shown in the screen. For the scope of work, structure, excavation of footing and wall footing, fabrication and installation of formworks and false works, laying of embankment from excavation and gravel fill, construction of reinforced concrete structures such as footing, pedestal, and slab on fill, installation of metal structure accessories such as steel plates with bolts, installation of structural steel framing, W sections for girders, beams, and columns. So the following are the only included scope of work for this project because the appropriation is only 10 million pesos and the location of this project is near a fault. So the structural steel framing required for this is gipasiguan na lang sa budget po. So for the perspective of the building, this one, and then for the ground floor plan, second floor plan, third floor plan, and the fourth floor plan. So the BOQ is presented. And for the equipment, we have one bagger mixer, one bar cutter, 25 mm, maximum rebar diameter of grade 40, one bar bender, 25 mm, maximum rebar diameter, three-phase, one welding machine, gas/diesel driven, 500 amperes, one cutting outfit, and one dump truck for the project. For the key personnel, we have one project engineer, one project manager, one materials engineer, one foreman, one safety practitioner full-time, one health personnel full-time, five masons, three steelmen rather, three welders. So that would be all. Thank you. If there are any questions or clarifications.
Madam Chair, all projects were presented, the 11 projects. So can we proceed with the presentation of the requirements of the technical and financial requirements for the coming bidding?
Thank you. We will now proceed with the discussion of the required checklist and other requirements and reminders. May I request the representative from the technical working group for the presentation of the important bidding requirements.
Hello, good morning, everyone. I'm Herbert Mamon, a member of Technical Working Group of the Bids and Awards Committee. Today, I will be discussing the technical and financial requirements for the infrastructure project. The objective of this presentation is to guide all prospective bidders on the documentary requirements that must be submitted as part of their bid and to clarify the application provisions of the bidding documents. Before proceeding to the detailed evaluation, the BAC and the technical working group will first verify whether all the required documents have been submitted and whether they comply with the requirements stated in the bidding documents. The required documents include LJEP's Platinum Registration Certificate with the required Annex A in accordance with the IRR of the RA 12009 or the NGPA. Valid pickup license and registration or a special pickup license for joint ventures if applicable. Statement of all ongoing government and private contracts, including award but not yet started projects. Next. Statement of the single largest completed contract or the SLCC. Computations of the net financial contracting capacity or the NFCC, and joint venture agreement if applicable. Next is the bid security in any of the acceptance forms and amounts prescribed in the bidding documents. The bidder may choose any one of the 4 acceptable forms of bid security, provided it complies with the required amount, validity period, and the provisions of the bidding documents. We have the cash or the cashier's manager's check issued by a bank and not less than 2% of the EBC. Second is the bank draft or guarantee or irrevocable letter of a credit issued by a bank, not less than 2% of the ABC. The third is the security bond, callable upon demand issued by a surety or insurance company, duly certified by the insurance commissions as authorized to issue such security, or not less than 5% of the ABC. And the fourth is the bid securing declarations. Moving on, there are the remaining technical requirements that will also be examined during the preliminary examinations of the technical proposals. First, the organizational chart for the contract to be bid
prepared using the prescribed DPWH format or the DPWH-INFR-13-2016. This should show the proposed project organization and reporting structure. Next is the list of the contractor's key personnel who will be assigned to the project, together with their qualifications and relevant experience during the prescribed DPWH form. The bidder must also submit the list of major construction and laboratory equipment to be assigned to the project, supported by the proof of ownership, lease agreement, or certification of availability. Another important requirement is the omnibus warrant statement, duly notarized and in the prescribed GPPB format following Department Memorandum Circular Number 48, Series 2025, GPPB Resolution Number 03-2025. This contains the bidder's declaration, including authority to sign, non-blacklisting, authenticity, or submitted documents, compliance with labor laws, and other certification required under the procurement rules. And for the corporation, the latest general information sheet or the GIS must also be submitted. Refer to the Department Memorandum 097.1_111925. And lastly, contractors classified as large A, and medium B are required to submit an updated ISO certification in accordance with the applicable DPWH Department Order 110 Series of 2024. Now, we will now proceed to the preliminary examinations of the financial proposal. The required financial documents are as follows. First, the bid form. This must be properly accomplished, signed by the authorized representative, and submitted using the prescribed form in the bidding documents. Second, the bill of quantities or the BOQ. The bidder must indicate the unit price and total bid price for all pay items. The BOQ should be complete and free from alterations that may affect the bid evaluation. And the third is the detailed estimates. This includes summary sheets showing the unit prices of construction materials, labor, equipment, and equipment rentals used in preparing the bid price. And lastly is the quarterly cash flow and payment schedule. They shall reflect the bidder's projected cash requirements and expected progress of the project throughout the contract duration. Please ensure that all these documents are completed, valid, and consistent with the prescribed forms. Any missings, incomplete, or patently insufficient document may be ground for rejections of the bid during the preliminary examination. And for the important reminder, please review Section 1, Invitation to Bid, and Section 3, Bid data sheet of the bidding documents posted in our website or the PLJEBs for specific instruction that will guide you in the preparation of your bidding documents. The specific instructions given will serve as your guide to avoid possible disqualification. And the dates to remember, deadline for the payment of bidding documents is on August 28, 8:30 a.m. And dropping of bids is 10 a.m. August 28, and the opening of bids starts on 10 a.m. on August 28, 2026. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you, Engineer Mamon. Are there any more questions or clarifications from our prospective bidders or from our back?
Madam Chair, may I review? As we have reviewed with the presentations, we actually missed one. That is the number 5 with the 6K 0079. So can we add it on before we will dismiss?
Yes, ma'am. Proceed, ma'am.
Sorry, we have one last project from the city of sorry. It's from municipality of Cabanglasan. We have project ID P01037463, construction of multipurpose building evacuation center, Purok 4, Barangay Poblacion, Cabanglasan, Bukidnon. We have the description of works, other general requirements, 4%, earthworks, 3.87%, plain and reinforced concrete works, 32.5%, finishing and civil works, 44%, electrical, 12%, and then mechanical, 4%, total of 100%. So these are the geotag photos. Doon na is atbang ni sa inside ni sa ilahang location sa ilahang admin building sa Poblacion. And then project profile, appropriation of 10 million pesos, ABC 9,899,184 pesos and 29 centavos. Project duration of 180 calendar days. Source of fund, Government of the Philippines, and then the ownership is nasa land title and tax declaration. So many ang BOQ. Then we have scope of work, structure, excavation, fabrication and installation of formworks and false works, laying of embankment and gravel fill, construction of reinforced concrete structures such as footing, beams, columns, and slab on fill, stage belaying and plastering, installation of metal structures, rafter, purlins, and fascia frame with metal structure accessories such as bolts and rods, turnbuckle, sag rods, and cross bracing. Installation of rib-type roofing, long span above 0.427 mm with gutters and flashing. Installation of ceiling works, fiber cement on metal frame nga ceiling, and then painting works on masonry, concrete, wood, and all steel surfaces. Then fabrication and installation of doors, aluminum frame glass doors, swing type, flush, wood panel, and PVC. And then windows, aluminum glass, sliding, awning, and fixed type. And then installation of railings, supply and installation of finishing hardware, laying of floor and wall finishes, including glazed and unglazed tiles. And then laying of pipes for waste and waistline, laying of pipes and fittings for waterline system, supply and installation of plumbing fixtures, electrical works, mechanical works, and then application of soil poisoning chemical prior to concrete pouring of slab on fill, grade beams, footing, and building perimeter after building is complete. So, mo ni siya ang itsura nato sa evacuation center nila. Then we have the floor plan. Second floor plan. The front and right side elevation. So same rin siya sa Purok 5. And then equipment, 1 bagger mixer, bar cutter, bar bender, welding machine, cutting outfit, and then dump truck. We have the key personnels. And then that's all.
Thank you. Are there any more clarifications or questions? So if there is none, as we have now completed the presentation, discussion, and clarification of the requirements for this procurement, I would like to thank everyone who participated in this pre-bid conference. And may I remind all prospective bidders to carefully review bidding documents, plans, specifications, and other requirements, and to ensure that your bids are complete and submitted within the prescribed deadline. All clarifications and matters discussed during this conference will be properly documented by the BAC Secretariat. Should there be matters requiring formal clarifications or amendment, the appropriate supplemental or bid bulletin shall be issued in accordance with the applicable procurement rules. On behalf of the Bids and Awards Committee and in behalf of our BAC Chairperson, Engineer Lagrama, I thank you everyone for your time and participation. At this point, may I ask if there is a motion for the closing of this pre-bid conference?
Hello. I move the closing of this pre-bid conference activity.
I second the motion.
Motion duly made and seconded. There being no other matters to discuss and with a motion duly approved, I hereby declare this pre-bid conference officially closed. Thank you very much and good morning.